Just on Bradley Chubb, what happened there?
He's got a, partial tear of the ACL, and he'll be out for the season.
What, he got hurt yesterday, you thought it was cramps, and then you said after you thought it was a knee. What, did you just have an MRI as a precaution, or what kind of the timeline?
Well, he did have cramps, that was separate. And then he did hurt his knee at some point in the game, but he felt good enough to come back in. And actually, he played that last series pretty damn well, had some really good pass rushes, caused that fumble that we weren't able to get. So, he was as surprised, I think, as anybody this morning when he woke up feeling the way he did.
Will he need surgery?
Pardon me?
Will he need surgery? Or
Yeah.
what kind of loss is he for you guys?
It's a huge loss. He's one of our better players, obviously. He's a tempo setter, great player, great person, leader, all that, so it is a loss.
I think how do you avoid feeling star-crossed at this point with this bit of news to go with the 0-4 start?
There's no pity parties in the NFL. We just got to keep going. The losses are our own doing. Injuries don't have an effect on those. We just got to keep going. But nobody's feeling sorry for anybody here. Just another one of the things you have to deal with in the NFL during a season. We're not the only team that's had them.
Do you believe being part of the plan now?
Yeah, we'll see, we'll figure out get a plan going to how we'll fill that void. Probably be more of a committee thing.
With a guy like Dakota Watson out there available, is he a potential replacement for the roster?
He might be, yeah. We've got rest of today and tomorrow to look at to see who might be available.
Well, Malik has been a situational guy so far. Has he shown some things in practice that he can stand up, be a run defender on early downs?
Well, we'll find out. He played a lot of his preseason snaps, obviously, against other teams' backups, so it's not a great sample. But, and he had some plays in there yesterday, one that he missed. So we'll find out.
Obviously, Hollins has been working inside, but will he be probably part of that committee outside too?
Could be, yeah. We're just going to have to see how it all shakes out.
In all your years as an assistant, have you ever endured a start like this? And if so, what kind of things did you take away from those things?
Endure a start like this, you mean record-wise?
Right.
Yeah, we've had a few in the past. Started off 0-5 one year in Carolina, first year of an expansion team. Did that, 1-4 first year in the NFL. So I've been involved in a few of them. You don't be in this league 33 years unscathed.
What was, I think there was 220 yards rushing in the second half. What was it? Was it everything, D-line, linebackers filling gaps, safeties not tackling? What was the cause?
Everything. Everything you said. They were blocking us good up front. We were missing tackles out of the secondary, corners and safeties at times. And basically we were just getting blocked, and the good back had some room and some softness to run through, and he did. And our run defense went south, pretty much starting with the second drive of the second half.
Is it harder to keep the spirits up of the young guys who maybe haven't dealt with this before in the NFL, or of the veteran guys?
That's probably equal both for different reasons, but these guys will bounce back.
Vic, there was reportedly some yelling in the locker room. I'm wondering if you address it yourself or if you leave it to the players' own devices. How do you deal with that?
Well, I think what yelling there might have been going on, I wasn't there for much of it because I had to go and do the stuff with you guys, but it's just frustration. And in my opinion, it's mostly frustration and indicative that these guys are frustrated with our record, frustrating with losing a heartbreaking game there where we had a chance to win. So I don't view it as a big negative at this point.
You don't address it?
Oh, I will, but I don't view it as a big negative.
Coach, what's your reaction to Chris Harris telling the Denver Post, "I only have 13 weeks left"?
Well, that's just common. I think, he's obviously a free agent at the end of this year. So, I mean, I don't worry about it too much. I'll ask him about it.
You think Juwan James will practice this week? And possibly,
He might do a little something this week, but I don't know that we'll count on him. We'll see. Well, we'll see how he looks when he gets out there.
Do you also his ankle or any concern there with his
I don't think so.
Do you think Chubb's injury was kind of a surprise? Emmanuel went down hard on your final drive on offense. Did he have any issues?
No, no.
And then, is Jules' injury a long-term thing?
I don't think so. He felt to tighten it up and was worried he was going to make it worse. So he kind of pulled himself along with the trainers, made a decision there. He's actually doing better this Monday than he was last Monday.
Is that part of the reason it's maybe, in hindsight, a good thing Kareem sat, was so that he didn't do the same thing Jewel did potentially, so he's 100% this week?
Yeah, he wasn't as close as Josie was anyway. So I don't know that he'll be 100% this week. We'll see.
what was working offensively in the first half that put up 250?
We had a good mix, although the run game wasn't as productive as it's been, although we popped that one good one. And then we threw it and caught it well. Against a pretty good defense, albeit I know they were missing one of their better players. But I thought we operated pretty efficiently. And, unfortunately, the half ended the way it did there with the interception.
You did open up the passing game, it seemed, in the first half anyway. Was that just because you think that's where you can make some progress, or did it have something to do with Jacksonville, the defense you're going against?
Probably both. You're always going to try and do what you think's best against certain opponents. Like the week before, we did run it a pretty good bit because of the way they were playing us. We felt throwing it more often in this game was the best way for us to move it consistently. So, that's a week-to-week thing, but we've shown that we've had the ability to throw it rather effectively. We just haven't gotten all the fruits of that labor in the earlier games down in the red zone.
What is the key for a team to be able to finish? Coaches, you talk a lot about consistency, but what is the key to getting over that hump to finish with a team that's struggling?
You just got to do it. They get the ball back there with 1:30 to go or so, and first couple plays, we have a couple good rushes. Actually knocked the ball out, but it bounced right back to them, and then we got hit with the penalty, and so that puts the ball on the 40, and now with a field goal game, you're only 120-yard, 25-yard gain away, and they still had timeouts and time left, so really the way, once they got the ball to the 40, time really wasn't that much of a factor at that point. We just got to be able to make some plays to finish it. We came close. The rush helped early, and then we just got beaten coverage going after that.
At this point in the year, with the limitations you have in practice, how do you improve and work on tackling?
Well, tackling hadn't been a problem for us in the first 3 weeks. Obviously, it was yesterday to epidemic proportions. And, it's hard to work on it in practice. Obviously, we don't tackle live, but we do drills that emphasize it. We teach it through video, and we've had a lot of success with that over the years, and we just got to go get back to that.
Coach, defensively, how are the players executing the scheme that you've implemented?
For the most part, pretty damn good. But it does seem when we do make an error, it hurts more than maybe it should. The one pass they caught in the flat on their first field goal drive, we didn't execute that right, obviously. Most of the other stuff, we were just getting blocked.
Time for a few more for the coach.
With Chubb out, do you still feel this team has the talent and depth to turn this around?
Yeah. But turning around, in my definition of that is getting a win this week, okay? And then we'll worry about the following week, okay? That's what turnaround means to me. Now, I don't know what it means to you or anybody else, but we're going to do everything we can to win this game this week.
Anything else? Okay.
All right.
See what the